All right. Welcome in, everybody. It is Phil Nagy. It is Kit Nagy. We are Nagy on Sports. Appreciate everybody being on with us here. We have a Week 11 sim coming up for you. The old Great Lakes Classic is back.
That's right.
It's Browns. It's Lions. The baby Cubs have grown up a little bit. Browns are going to sport the old school classic oranges because I felt like it. Hey, Fellegren, welcome in. So excited to get this one. Browns coming again off another nice victory with San Francisco, where they played solid football, both offensively and especially defensively. They continue to be keyed by that defense. Kit, how we doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing great. Glad to be back on the mic with you here, and always love a Great Lakes Classic. Certainly enjoy what the Lions have done. Young, frisky team, kind of up and coming with some real potential, and so this should be a fun contest.
Yeah, absolutely. They are fun. We sort of adopted them as our Nagy on Sports NFC team.
That's right.
The end of their run last year. All right, well, let's get this one kicked off for you here. Throw 15 minutes up on the clock, and let's do it to it. Hey, John, welcome in. Woof, woof. Yes, some rhythm would be nice if they could develop it. Well, we know that the Lions have some talent for sure. This crazy Dan Campbell, if you watched Hard Knocks, he is crazy.
Yeah, yes, he is. Very entertaining, though. That's been so far one of my favorite of the Hard Knocks series. Certainly a fun watch.
Look at those stats for Goff, 26-5. He is balling. Welcome in, V. Wilson. Your Lions are up here today. Browns going with those orange, the Demolition Dogs.
That's right.
Throwback to the old Tang Bangers. Here's
That's
Swift
right.
Up the middle. First play of the day, and Anthony Walker's waiting for him. Very short run on the gain for DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, Tang Bangers doing their job there, holding up the gaps assignment, and then linebackers fill just like you're looking for, and ends up in a nice tackle there.
JJ3 plays a nice tackle, or Jadeveon Clowney rather, who I heard was just destroying everyone at camp today. Little short throw to the right side to Swift, and they're going to be short. Just picked up 1 yard, so they gained a total of 3 on those 3 different plays, and they will have to punt. Jack Fox will come in a very quick 3 and out. Welcome in, Mason. Welcome in, Bang with Smoke. We're doing just fine.
That's
How
right.
are you doing? We don't need to watch the 1 yard completion 3 times in a row. Madden, come on. All right, so Jack Fox is back to pass, or back to punt, rather. I think I made Jerome Ford the punt returner because it was David Bell back there. Interestingly enough, a few different guys returning punts at practice today, and somebody said Ronnie Harrison went out there first. That would not have been my first thought, but maybe so.
Yeah, no, certainly not what I would have expected either.
All right. It is a Monday night game here in the 2023 season sim as we've gone into the future. It is still Jacoby Brissett at quarterback, breaking tackles and moving to the right side. Nick Chubb, a little zone scheme to the right side. Give him 9 on his first touch for a first down as he creeps closer to 1,000 on this season here in Week 11.
Yeah, nice seeing Batonio out there lead blocking for him there. Nice little pull into the hole to find some room for Chubb.
Absolutely. Here we go. A little RPO, maybe throw it quickly to the right side. Block out there from the Chief, and the first down is achieved. That was a whole lot of fireworks for 3 yards. I haven't seen a lot of the RPOs, actually, but that one was there right there. That was one right there.
Yeah, 3 yards, but an important 3 yards because it picked up a first down in the effort, so certainly like seeing that. Well blocked out on the perimeter. Just want DPJ to not run into the blocker.
22 personnel here. Kareem Hunt in front of Nick Chubb. He'll bully his way across the midfield stripe to the 46-yard line, give him 4 more before Malcolm Rodriguez. He was the rookie that did the dance in that first episode where he did like the salsa dance and everybody went crazy.
That's right.
2nd and 5, of course, Aiden Hutchinson's Billie Jean going to be tough to top. They'll throw it to the right side. Look at DPJ shove him out of the way and then be taken down by Alex Anzalone.
Yeah, with the misfire and all, it was a little awkward at first, but then when he got it going, it was pretty awesome.
That's true. That's Chubb up the middle. Pardon me, that was David Bell on the catch, not DPJ. That's that right side is usually where Donovan Peoples-Jones hangs out. 2nd and 9 this time. Now Brissett back to pass. Kareem Hunt stays in and now will leave, and now Brissett will feel some pressure and throw it away. Couple of rookies starting for the Lions. They've got a defensive tackle, Jaden Crumuddy from Mississippi State, who's a big D tackle, one of their top picks. As they go deep corner of the end zone, Peoples-Jones has position, and he's got it for a touchdown. He didn't even need to jump. He just had the feet in bounds and snagged it out of the air.
Well, it was odd because what ended up working out there, they were well past, but, an underthrow here is what works in DPJ's favor. And then DPJ reacted to the ball. The defender didn't really, so interesting that ended up working out. But
I guess he did jump.
Yeah, he kind of did. That was
wow.
Interesting, but hey, it worked.
Yes, it did. So 7-0 for the Browns after Cade York drills it through. So a 3-and-out for the Lions on their first possession, 7 plays, 63 yards, and a touchdown for the Browns on their first possession. They do look good in those orange. I'm not sure if we'll get an orange top again anytime soon, but I do like the way that it looks.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're holding on to it until they can get the white helmet out there to do that white-orange-white look.
Their own creamsicle,
right.
So it were.
Right.
Anyway, the other impact rookies for the Lions, before I was so rudely interrupted by Donovan Peoples-Jones' touchdown, Eli Ricks, very talented corner out of LSU, is starting for them. Look for him, number 40. Ooh. And then almost picked there as Greedy Williams jumped the route.
I think it was Newsome,
and then
actually.
Jalen Jones.
I think it was
You're
Newsome,
right,
but yeah, Newsome had an incredible leap to block that up. Nice PBU from him.
Yeah, doing his best Denzel Ward impression, as Ward always seems to dive in from nowhere.
That's right.
That's one of his superstar abilities, actually, is that crazy dive ability. 3rd and 10 now, as Browns defense has been stout to start. Throw left side on the sideline. That's Jamison Williams, but they're going to say he's out of bounds. Newsome, or rather Greedy Williams this time in coverage. As you can see, Jamison Williams will be sporting the number 9. I just saw that on the internet a couple days ago. So another 3-and-out. This time they get no yards and another punt for the Lions. Good to see the defense starting out strong again in this 2023 season sim, which is essentially the 2022 roster, but we've been rolling with Brissett for the entirety of the season. When the defense plays well, the offense usually does too.
Yep,
We've had plenty of games. We've had plenty of games where both of them have been bad. So.
Well, yeah, sure. But this offense really is boosted by a good, solid defense. What a run!
Go! He's out! Chubb, he's going to go! 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Wow. 64 yards, house call, Chubb. Just refusing to go down in the middle of the pile. That was so realistic.
I know. I was going to say the same thing. Wasn't even in the zone, but look at this run here as he's just fighting through traffic, finding a way, as he took about 4 hits in there, but nobody really able to wrap him up, and so he just brushes those arm tackles aside here, as you see there, and again, and he just is going to go, and he just turns on that Jets. He's got that third gear he'll hit in the open field, and he did it right there.
Wow. The Lions fans haven't even gotten in from the parking lot now. They're down 14-0 here, just 5 minutes and 15 seconds into the game. Their offense has scored 3 points and punted twice, and the Browns have scored 2 quick touchdowns. Well, okay.
Yep.
Hi, Karen. Welcome in. Go Browns.
Welcome.
That's a backup cornerback, a rookie, Dante. There's Eli Hicks, number 40 there. From LSU. All right, shotgun look here for Jared Goff. Pressure coming now. They break through 3 of the orange jerseys. The ball comes out late. And then they'll say Vaitai falls on it. I'm not sure if that was actually a fumble or not, but Perrion Winfrey will get credit for the sack.
Yeah, I don't know. I agree. I'm not so certain that was a fumble, but obviously the Lions recover here, so it doesn't. I guess it was. Yeah, no, I thought his knee was down first, but in fact it was out.
Mason, we maybe finally did. Hey, Diablo, welcome in. Here's a quick throw to the right side. They're going to pick up about 5 yards. That's James Mitchell, the tight end, now 3rd and 18. Jeremiah Wusu-Koromoa over there
now, Mason,
to make the tackle.
Mason, I will say we have noticed a tendency that when we start making these playbooks where we change the tendencies and all that, they'll work pretty well for a number of games. Then for whatever reason, inexplicably, suddenly it will just stop working. It's like they figure out your tendencies or something, and then Madden just goes full shut-off mode. So hopefully that won't happen to us here, but that has been our experience in the past.
Yes, it has. Hey, 504, welcome in. Hey, Kish, welcome in. Good to have you guys.
And Diablo.
Happy Monday night to you.
Amen.
And Diablo, yes. All right, shotgun look here on 1st and 10. Chubb somehow not in the zone after that 64-yard touch. I guess he has to have consecutive, 10-yard runs, I guess. And they'll throw it to him out of the backfield and doink off of his butt. Okay. Interesting choice to throw it there at that time from Brissett. Okay, you got it back. All right, good.
I was going to say, other people were responding to us, so I was pretty sure we did have audio.
Yeah, boot action to the right side, and he will throw it out of bounds inexplicably. So, no runs on this drive, and here we are on a 3rd and 10.
Yep, exactly where you don't want to be, and now you have to throw.
Welcome in, Power. Appreciate you being on. Yeah, the Browns scored 2 quick opening drives, and he's got a first down connection here to David Bell. And you can ring his bell to the 40-yard line. First down, Cleveland.
And Bauer, the second of those touchdowns on the most realistic Nick Chubb run I think we've seen in this season. It was just a down, without him even being in the zone, just an all-time, very much Nick Chubb style, where he's breaking arm tackles, refusing to go down, and then when he finds himself in the open, he hits that 3rd gear and just takes off.
Yep, definitely worth a go back and watch that Chubb touchdown run. It happened at about the 10-minute mark of the first quarter.
Yep.
All right, 1st and 10 now, a little 8-yard out route to the Chief, his first catch of the day, and now they'll go up the middle to Kareem Hunt, and he'll pick up a few yards before Anzalone brings him down. Or rather, I guess he'll get to the line of scrimmage. And so they'll go 5 wide. 2nd and 10, Brissett, pressure coming around him. Now he'll fire over the middle. He's got a wide open receiver. That's Peoples-Jones at the 10, and he's down at the 6. What a throw. He was wide open.
That was incredible. He was wide open. Had made a really nice move to create that separation. And credit Brissett with a nice throw, too, to put it right on him here, as you're going to see this throw just kind of put on a spot. And DPJ, having had that step early, was ready to come down with it.
Yeah, I almost wonder if he gives him a little bit more and he doesn't have to jump for it. He just catches in stride. He's in the end zone.
Yep.
Maybe delaying the inevitable. Here's Kareem up the middle, bouncing off tacklers, and Anzalone will throw him to the ground at the 2. Kareem gets him to the 2 now. Spread him out. 4 wide with Chubb next to him. They like to run out of this. Here's motion coming from Cooper, and now he'll stop. Rather, they're going to throw out of it, and Brissett, with his inability to feel the blitz, eats the sack right away from Josh Pascal and Aiden Hutchinson. Now 3rd and goal back to the 13. He's been taking a lot of red zone sacks this sim season. He seems to have very, very little feel for a blitz. He has zero ability to read the hot route here. Brissett now, pressure coming, and Hutchinson will not get there, but Romeo Okwara will, and so 2 consecutive red zone sacks because, of course, as Fellegren says, and Cade York time. That's happened often with him in all of these sims we've done with him. This is now the 10th game with him, and he takes a lot of red zone sacks. Cade York has had a bajillion field goal kicks from about 4th and goal from the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Yes, I'm not sure. And again, you're up 17-0. I'm not super concerned about it right now, but hopefully that's not a real thing. Cade York already has 23 field goals in the season.
Yeah, 504.
We're in the 10th game.
504, I think they certainly are in the discussion to have, they've got the talent to be the best. They've got to live up to that, certainly. Obviously, right now it's just all on paper, but they've played together, so they've started to establish that chemistry and that communication, which is going to be so vital to doing that. And they've got to find ways to come away with takeaways, turnovers. That's going to be a big part of being best in the NFL. But if they can do all of that, then yeah, certainly I think they can be number one.
Yeah, if that D'Anthony Bell punch is any indication of the kind of things they've been working on in camp, man, that was a perfect punch.
Right, or MJ Emerson's pick, which was one of the finest I've seen in a long time. That was
he just ripped the ball out of his hands.
Yeah, no, I mean it was kind of a combination of things. It was both kind of a setup for a contested catch, concentration catch, but then just the way that he put himself in a position to rip it away, and then makes an incredible run after catch with it to avoid being tackled going in for 6. It was really nice.
I talked about it a little bit yesterday. Kit, you have any thoughts on Batonio's Treader quotes about why he maybe hasn't signed with anybody yet?
I think there's probably some truth to it. Potential truth. Certainly Batonio thinks there might be some truth to that. I don't know that the Browns are going to look to sign him, not necessarily because of that. It's because of most likely what he's going to ask, to be paid. And the Browns are not looking to spend a lot of money. I know they've got a lot of cap space, from one perspective, but you got to remember all these contracts are going to,
trying to roll it over,
start tolling. So you're looking to pay a lot of money coming up. So rolling over cap space is a big important thing to do right now. Especially with the uncertainty with Deshaun. Until they know what to do with Deshaun, they don't know what to expect for his contract. Because if it goes into the next year, then it's a completely different story. So, maybe they do. If Deshaun is out, no kidding, for the entire season, then perhaps they do look to pick up like J.C. Treader. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how that works out. I don't know that the Browns are necessarily going to do it, but they might. It does help that he was in the system,
For sure. Yeah, my questions are, A, does he want to play? B, is he in shape? Those guys have to spend so much time keeping their bodies in shape. And you think about, how here's a nice post for a first down to the Chief. You think about how, quickly Joe Thomas got skinny after he retired.
Right.
You know what I mean? If he just took a couple months off, try to get rest and heal his knee and his back and all of his other injury things.
Yep.
Maybe he's just you know what? I'm enjoying not hurting every day. Reset with time. He'll fire a strike and wide open. Amari Cooper for a big touchdown. Another great drive there while Kit was talking about that. A couple of nice first down runs and throws, and that time they didn't even have to get to the goal-to-goal situation.
Yep.
They just threw a dart to a wide open Amari Cooper, and the route is on in D-Town here.
Yep, just firing on all cylinders, and you certainly love seeing that. You certainly can't leave Cooper in that much space. He's going to make you pay. It doesn't really matter who's throwing to him. Anybody could have hit that. That was way too open with way too talented of a receiver in the end zone.
For sure. Hey, Wendell, welcome in. All right, appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy on Sports here as we continue to try to power through our simulated season. Just trying to get it done before the real NFL season starts with the new game. Here's a handoff to Swift, and he's got a big hole as the Browns, maybe their first down given up. I don't remember, but that was a pretty nice run for a first down. It could be a 60 burger cooking. That's funny. Well said, Mason. Stretch it to the left side with a fullback in. That's Ricci, the fullback, and he'll go down. Is Swift right at the line of scrimmage? Taven Bryan actually going to get credited for TFL there. I saw a couple of them, a couple of the different helmets. I thought the Browns had not officially declared. There had been rumors. Nice hit by Harrison.
Yeah, the Browns, I don't believe, are doing it. The Bengals did, and some other teams, but I don't believe the Browns have.
Yeah, there was like 12 teams or something that are doing alternate helmets this year. But yes, the Browns were not officially one of them.
No.
3rd and 4, Goff. He'll get a little bit of pressure from Miles, and that forces him to throw it into the Browns bench. And the Boo Birds are out here in Detroit, and they're going to punt again.
Well, I certainly think the Boo Birds are going to be a common theme for the season, especially once Deshaun really is playing. As we saw in that preseason game, we'll see quite a bit of that, and that's an adversity that they're going to have to figure out and find a way to overcome, and hopefully it'll juice them up and make them play that much harder.
Indubitably. Yes, I can assure you, the Diablo, that Target will not send it to me before the actual release date, unfortunately. So, here's a little boot and then a swing pass to Nick Chubb, and he'll stiff arm his way past the 20. How about that? A little gain of 18 on a little boot action to Nicholas Jamal Chubb. Here's this formation I like with Chubb and Hunt on either side. They can run out of, they can pass out of, they'll give it to Chubb. Oof, sit down, he says. And he'll get tackled by Deshaun Elliott. The safety is Chubb's up to 94 yards. Again, 64 of them on that singular touchdown run. He may get a hundo here in the first half. Kishan, in what capacity do you mean like could work? You mean like in our sim, or like if Watson's out 6 to 12 games and Brissett gets hurt? You mean like could we roll with Josh Dobbs at the helm? Is that what you're asking? Like over a Jimmy G or something? Stretch it left side, and this time they'll get him right at the line of scrimmage. Good tackle there by Mike Hughes. Also, that's Jalen Jones, another rookie safety from Texas A&M. They are loaded at safety. Both of their safeties were top 50 PFF guys. Option keeper for Brissett to the left side, and Deshaun Elliott's waiting to bring him down. Sets up a 3rd and medium. Oh, you mean just roll with Dobbs ahead of Brissett?
Oh, I don't think that's likely.
As QB1 until Watson comes back?
I don't think that's very likely. Dobbs certainly has, certainly played well in that preseason game. But remember, it's a preseason game. He's up against backups. He does have limitations in this game. He certainly doesn't have the arm talent, he's got the mental part of the game pretty well, and that's important. But he's not going to, he's not going to be. There's a reason why he's a number 3 quarterback. Very, very good locker room dude. Very good.
Yeah, and a great number 3 quarterback.
Yeah, he's great. But
an upgrade over Nick Mullins or a David Blau or something as a blitz comes up the middle from Malcolm Rodriguez, and now a 3rd and very long for the Browns. And yes, you're right. We need to keep a little perspective. He was playing against Jacksonville's 3rd stringers, and they're not a very good 1st string football team.
No.
Let alone 3rd string. Brissett, 3rd and 21. He's got the cheap, and he's got a first down conversion on 3rd and 21. Everything coming up orange here today. Wow. Big throw to the Chief. Under 7.5 to play first half. Pistol look here. They'll give it to Chubb. Chubb angles to the right side, and he'll run into Alex Anzalone. He is over that 100-yard mark here in the first half, 105 to be exact. How about that on 11 carries for the Chubbernaut here in the first half? He's going to throw it off his back foot into single coverage and swatted away by the defender. Lucky that one wasn't an arm punt interception. Hey, Rick, welcome in. No apologies. Richard, welcome in as well. Yeah, the Browns have been clicking on all cylinders here to start the game. As this time, Brissett will just throw it about 5 yards out of bounds. But don't worry, we're in Cade York's range. It's going to be about a 47.5-yarder. This is a chip shot for York. His kick is up, and his kick is good. 27-0 Browns here in the first half, continuing to pour it on. I think they've scored on every drive, right? I don't think we've seen Bajorquez yet, and they haven't turned the ball over yet, knocking on wood over here. Richard LeCount coming down to make a special teams tackle. That 17 in your picture is Isaiah Weston. Remember, we're a year in the future, so he's back from his injury. Mm-hmm. And both he and Michael Woods are on the active roster with the injury to Jakeem Grant.
Right. Well, how about Woods and how he's been so far in camp? He's been
that building the Browns thing on him was
neat.
cool.
Yeah, that was really neat. I like seeing that.
Off now on a 2nd and 8. Pressure surrounding him. He's getting a little bit of a happy foot. He's going to fire it deep to the left side. There's about 16 Browns down there. And Jamison Williams almost brought it in, and Greedy actually swatted it out of his hand. So a little Williams on Williams. LSU on Alabama crime there. 3rd and 8. Throw it to the right side. Toe tapping, and he got the feed in. Quintez Cephas, the old Wisconsin Badger. Kind of a Hail Mary angle to the corner, 23 yards, but he brings it in. 1st down, Lions. I know, Kishin, he looked good, and he's been looking good in camp. And again, he was crazy talented in Georgia, but he just couldn't stay healthy. He's got some knee issues, and so, if he proves us all wrong and he becomes the next, Antonio Brown or Juju Smith-Schuster, in terms of, production, Hines Ward or something, then we'll all be wrong and maybe they'll feel bad. But you got to think about the guys that because was he already gone when we picked in the 2nd round, or when we were up for the 2nd round before we decided to trade? I can't remember when Pickens got taken.
Yeah, he was still available, I think, and then we traded back, so then we didn't have a chance at him.
Hit as he throws, wobbler, and easily sniped out of the air by the nuisance. Greg Newsome and another 1st down, Browns. So, I don't remember the exact trade, when we traded 3, but it's like, are you willing to give up, let's say David Bell, Perrion Winfrey, and Cade York for George Pickens, So you got to look at both sides of it, but yeah, absolutely. They're passing a lot of great players. That's the nature of the draft. There's David Bell right on cue. He said, "Don't forget about me." 14 yards and an out route for a 1st down.
Yeah, and realistically, you can never truly go back and do this revisionist draft history. Look at things. Oh, you could have had this guy, or that guy. It's just it's about how you develop the guys that you do pick, and obviously you want to pick guys that have play that you can work with and become something. But I have to say, truly, the front office has been a marked improvement on that area over previous regimes, and our young development and the core of our squad is mostly young developed guys that we brought along, and now more so as we're going forward, which is great.
Yeah, just churning 8 to 10 yards per run here for Chubb. Just battering, Ram mode activated for him. I didn't watch it live. I don't know if James, if you're on the sim, I'm sure he watched it. I think he was like 4 for 7 or something. There were some mixed reviews. He threw better on the boot and on the run than he did in the pocket. Almost threw a bad interception. But I don't know. I don't know otherwise how he looked. At this point, if he doesn't win the job, it would be a huge... I think that would be the newsworthy thing. You don't trade for him to bring him in and then be like, well, Darnold won.
Right.
I think we've seen what Darnold is, and we've seen what Healthy Baker is, and I don't think that's a real competition.
No.
As much as Matt Rule wants it to be. Pressure breaking free, and Ethan Pacic let Aiden Hutchinson get right by him. And the now 2nd-year player, Aiden Hutchinson, gets back there. That's the 4th sack of the day for the Lions defense. Now another 3rd and 21, their favorite down. Hey, Calvin, welcome in. Late for you, brother. Short throw this time, and they will, from the 43, I'm not sure if they're quite Cade Yorkable from here.
Kishan, I don't buy that at all.
Or they are.
I think MJ Emerson is going to be really special. Yeah, I get it. He wasn't going against the best talent in the NFL in that night, but give him a chance, man. Like, when he develops fully into his game, he's already showing a lot of upside and promise in what he's doing. I liked his foundational technique. He was playing physical. He was playing smart. He was in good positions. He wasn't out of position and getting burned deep by. I mean, just I don't buy it. I honestly think he is going to be very, very good.
Yeah. Andrew Berry knows how to draft defense. That's for sure.
Especially corners. AJ Green is a good example of what he was an undrafted guy, right? But he has kind of come into his own and looked very good. He had an incredible PFF rating. In fact, he was our highest rated defender.
Well, and also that too is that marrying specific skill sets and traits to a coaching staff that's actually gotten to be there for a couple years in a row and says, these are the kinds of players we want for our scheme. Hit as he throws again, and another pick. It's Delpit. He'll take one this time, and with 15 seconds, the Browns have the ball back again. Shutout maintained here for the first half.
Yeah, again, set up by that
it's just
pressure.
kind of nice to absolutely. I was just like, it's just nice to be able to draft guys that fit your scheme and can do exactly what you need them to do. And he and AJ Green and Greg Newsome are, Jeremiah Usu-Koromoa, Grant Delpit. I mean, and you hope the same things for names like Alex Wright, Perrion Winfrey, and, Jacob Phillips. I mean, pretty soon you're going to have an entirely, outside of Miles and Denzel, an entirely, defense built by Andrew Berry here pretty quickly. All right, well, we've reached halftime. It has been all Browns here. The Great Lakes Classic, not much of a classic. These orange jerseys proving to be something special. They've been good on offense. They've been good on defense. They've been running the ball incredibly well. Nick Chubb is well over 120 yards just in the first half. Maybe they'll throw it in chew clock mode right here from the start. I don't know. Brissett's been good. They haven't turned the ball over yet. Again, look at that, 347 to 80 in total yards here today.
It's a big difference.
Yes, it is. Here comes Kareem to the right side. He's going to stick his foot in the ground, and he'll be tackled by Tracy Walker, the safety at the 22-yard line, but 6 easy yards to start the drive. Did it, Wendell? Is that officially official? I mean, I know he got carted off. It didn't look good. Now Brissett hit as he throws, but this time Bell's waiting and had good position in front of the rookie Eli Ricks. Elias Ricks right there was behind the ball, and Bell makes a great catch, even though it was a little wobbly coming out of the hands of Jacoby Brissett. Here comes Kareem to the right side. Now he'll try to go back to the middle, and he'll run into Romeo Okwara. 8 carries, 33 yards for Kareem. Hey, Larry, what's up? Good to see you. Back to pass now. Hunt stays in to help out. That gives him just enough time to find Cooper over the middle. 30-yard line, first down. Browns, efficient opening drive of the second half. Now Nick Chubb finally into the zone 125 yards later. He has himself into the zone, up the middle. Big hole, stiff arm Walker out of the way, and he'll pick up about 9. Officially 148 yards now, his first carry of the second half. So he may be looking at a 250 burger or something by himself here if they keep giving it to him. Njoku kind of gets undercut by Anzalone, but he holds on to the football, and another first down for the Browns now to the 13. They need to score from here. Don't get it a goal to go. Chubb, left side, he'll pick up a few yards. And even 150 for Nicholas. I finally finished my last bowl of Chubb Crunch, so I've got my empty Chubb Crunch box with all my other Browns stuff down here. Dragging him over across the middle. Bell, he's into the end zone. Another touchdown for the Browns. You can ring his bell. It's David Bell. Touchdown, Browns. I only sing his song when he scores a touchdown.
Yeah, I love seeing that. David Bell has been so steady for us here in the sim, and just finding ways to get open, and then those just sure hands, which we fully expect from the real David Bell. I know he's missing time, but But, he's smart. I think he's going to pick it up quickly. I don't think he's going to, run into the mental issues that some of the other rookies have in the past.
Sure.
Like Schwartz missing time, and then the mental game I think he got behind. And then we've seen some more of that. But I don't think he's going to run into that as much, and I think he's just going to be a solid performer for this team.
Yep, you're exactly right, Mason. When they run first, very, very good things happen to them.
Yes, indeed.
And that's the same in real life, to be fair. Throw it to the short left side, which is why Kit and I felt comfortable enough to run a coach mode and build a playbook from scratch, because we feel like we know what Kevin Stefanski's trying to do. Swift up the middle, and he'll be ripped down by Myles Garrett. Haven't really heard much from Myles, but a nice TFL there for Garrett, who again already has over 20 sacks on the season, trying to break his own sack record of 41 from a sim season ago. Motion coming from DJ Chark. Haven't heard anything from Chark. Haven't heard his theme song at all today yet at all. And now pressure coming from Clowney. Ball comes out. They're somehow going to say that he was trying to throw that. I guess he was trying to throw it.
Interesting.
Sheesh. Another punt for Jack Fox, and Jerome Ford takes it at the 28-yard line. Browns back out onto the field. 34-0 Chubb still in the zone. Yeah, similarly for Kenny Smallhands, other than the last throw of the game that he threw to the guy who broke the tackle for the game-winning touchdown, everything they drew up from him was really short. Some boots, like some really, really easy completions for him. And similarly was playing third stringers. So, I don't know. We'll wait and see as well. 3rd and 9 for the Browns now. 13 personnel. 3 tight ends into the game. They all leave for something. And he's going to find one of them across the middle, and it's the Chief. It's the first one. Tight end 1 to the 45, and another first down catch. He's been so clutch on 3rd down for the Browns in this one. 5 catches now for the Chief. Absolutely Bill Ford tough. Unless we're going to get trademark sued or something for that, for the actual Ford. Here comes Kareem up the middle. Just keep the chains on schedule and the clock ticking. That's what we need now here. 34-0. It has been all Cleveland. They literally were up 14-0 in the first 5 minutes of the game, and it has been a steamroll since then. 327 yards, 3 touchdowns, just 7 incompletions for number 7 right there. And again, they've run the ball extremely well as well. Pacic in at center. He's going to give it to Brissett. They give it to Chubb, and he's got 4 white jerseys right there that'll bring him down after a short gain.
It's interesting the transition from Pacic or from Harris to Pacic. I mean, just because Harris is such a different body type at center, so that will affect a lot of things. You don't think about, like, where does he place the football before he snaps it, so that changes where the O-line is going to line up and their timing. It's going to be, also going to change the mechanics of the snap itself. So some interesting dynamics change when you have, especially that big of a difference in size and kind of binding mechanics.
They're going to bring in Cade here from 56 now. He had plenty of leg from 60. He was just a little wide right earlier in the game. He will drill this one from 56. 37-0. 504, I think Detroit is 4-5. We're 5-4, and they're 4-5, I want to say. Somewhere right around 500. Not nearly as dynamic as they were last year, but also not having Baker Mayfield for a middle chunk of the season. So, even though they did have a little bit of playoff juice. The Duke of York, boom. Goff back to pass. They double team Miles. He's got a wide open Jamison Williams, who came all the way across the field there. First down, throw and catch. Just his first catch of the day for Jamison Williams. 15 yards for the now second-year player out of Alabama / Ohio State. Up the middle, a little juke move, and Anthony Walker's waiting right in the gap. Bring him to the ground. No gain for Swift, who's really struggled today. Now being down 30 doesn't help. Goff now on a shotgun, 2nd and 10. He's back to pass. Browns rush 4. Winovich in the game as well. Bryan gives up the middle, and it's going to be picked off. It's M.J. Emerson at the 50, the 40, the 30. He's going to be chased down by Jamison Williams. Now he misses him. It's a pick 6 for M.J. Emerson. Touchdown, Browns.
What's ironic about this is that had a lot of shades of the pick from the preseason game against the Jaguars, because he kind of stole this as he just worked it out of the hands and then around behind the receiver, Swift, and Emerson comes down with the ball and is off running before Swift can do anything about it, and then he makes a man miss as he was going in for the pick 6. That had all kinds of shades.
Well, and we know that Jamison Williams can fly, and he outran Jamison Williams to the house, 44 to nothing. Sheesh.
That was really cool. That was a lot like what happened.
Yeah. However your day was before this, you can't tell me you're not feeling better than when we started this sim, unless you're V. V's our Lions fan. He was on earlier. I'm not sure if he's still watching anymore. I do feel bad for V. I do kind of like the Lions. But they have been just pistol whipped from the jump here in every phase of the game. We're a special teams touchdown away from a true shellacking. Little out route to the right side. That's James Mitchell, the now 2nd-year tight end. He'll be a rookie this year next to Hawk. We haven't seen Hawkinson at all today either. Really have shut them down. Pitch it to the right side, and Swift is going to go nowhere. In fact, he'll lose a yard. Miles down there. Ronnie Harrison sticking his nose in as well. 3rd and 4. We don't get too many like this, so we'll enjoy it. Pressure coming from Miles. He got around Penei Sewell, and the ball comes out. It's going to be picked up by Clowney. Touchdown. Back-to-back defensive scores. Miles with his 22nd. And Clowney with a scoop and score.
Well, I guess we may not see the offense again. My goodness, good night here. This is the defense just taking advantage of opportunities, as they're just all right, well, sure, you can't play fast and loose with the football around this defense. They're way too opportunistic.
Oh man. If they go scoreless, we've had. What was that run in the middle of the 2022 sim season where they won like 65 to 12 or something like that? One of those games, Panthers or somebody, they just destroyed. All right, back out onto the field. It's now 51 to nothing, and we still got 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Oh man, a 70 burger would be wild. Here comes Miles again. Another strip sack! And it's Clowney again! Are we watching the repeated play? That was literally the same thing that just happened.
It looks like
Clowney to the house.
What did we just talk about? Fast and loose. You got to put that behind you. You can't allow the ball to come out again. And Clowney's just like, he'll eat that up. It's just that's too easy.
I swear to God, I thought it was just replaying the previous play. Like, remember what happened last time they had the ball? No, it was just another scoop and score. Miles gets around Penei Sewell, and then strips it out, and Clowney picks it up and takes it into the end zone. Oh my goodness, that is wild. Now at 58, I would say the 60 burger's just about done. It's like a medium rare 60 burger right now. Holy smokes, that was wild. I swear I thought they were just like, oh, here's what happened last time the Browns were on defense. But no, it was the real thing. I swear, I'm not running the replay. This is real. Goff, and Miles gets around him again, but Goff throws it quickly this time into traffic, and it's picked off by Newsome, but he's out of bounds. Oh.
Wow, just all kinds of trying to take the ball away going on here. Oh!
Some again! Almost with a diving pick. Incomplete. Oh my, back to pass. Left side short throw. The Browns will make the tackle well short of the line to gain. Harrison and JOK. 4th and 8 coming up now, and the Lions just mercifully happy to punt the football instead of giving up a free defensive touchdown. Yeah, I mean, I don't laugh a lot during the Sims, short of when that crazy glitch happened, and I laughed so hard that I cried for like 5 minutes, but was like, Richard's laughing, everybody's like laughing because of just how ridiculous it is. But still more realistic because it's real things that happen in football. Myles Garrett does strip sack often. And if that ball bounces to Clowney, he'll run it in. Chubb to the left side for 4. He's kind of slowed down a little bit in the second half. Remember, he had about $140 in the first half. He was just about 15 in the second half. Of course, the defense staying on the field with all their picks and scooping scores. Now 3 defensive touchdowns for the defense, right? An MJ Emerson pick 6 and 2 Clowney scooping scores.
Yeah, the offense almost getting cold on the sideline as they haven't had to do anything.
I know there's a nice throw across the middle on a 3rd down, and Amari Cooper's been sure-handed here again today. 5 catches, 61 yards, and another first down. Are they allowed to throw in the towel? Option keeper for Brissett again. His second one will net 3 yards. Just keeping them on their toes there.
The towel would be intercepted.
That's funny. That is funny. Here's Chubb now pulling Bitonio. Broke 1 tackle to the 40, to the 35. A little stiff arm into the face of Deshaun Elliott. And a first down to the 32 as Chubb's at $1.69 now. Sure does, 504.
Yes,
21 points would win a lot of games. Here's a little pistol, and now Chubb to the right side. He'll pick up the 30-yard line before being brought down by Kirby Joseph, a rookie in real life this year out of Illinois.
Well, even without those 21 points, you're still easily winning. Again, Myles Garrett
for sure
made the point, if they can't score, they can't win.
Absolutely. 58-0. Welcome in, I Love Football. It's been a crazy game, as you might see. Yeah, we talked a little bit about Baldwin on the sim yesterday. I thought he looked pretty sharp as well.
Well, and also, I don't know if you saw, the Houston just recently moved on from Davion Davis, who a lot of folks were pretty high on him.
Davion Davis, yeah.
Yeah, in the preseason a year ago, and so he's now available.
1st and 10, short dump. Yeah, I've been trying to watch NFL Network shows like all the preseason games after the fact now, which is kind of cool. And so I've been trying to watch them mostly for like, who can we get to be, who's the backup kick returner from some team that we can get to come in. That guy from the Steelers, Sims, looked really good. Mm-hmm. And they already have their main kick returner in the Gunnar Olszewski guy from St. Louis. 3rd and 2 here for Brissett and the Browns. And he's back to pass, and he'll fire it about 3 yards out of bounds for reasons unknown, which means Cade York will be the one to serve the 60 burger. Kishan, I think he's in Atlanta. I want to say Cadero is in Atlanta, but he's kind of disappeared off the map. He went to Detroit after he left us, but
I will say Davion Davis was cut on an injury designation for his hamstring. So yes, he's available, but he's also injured.
Yes, so maybe not something that you want to mess with. Hey, John, welcome in. What is happening? This has been absolute Browns demolition since the very first quarter.
Yep.
He scored 14 points in the first 5 minutes of the game, and it's been all downhill from here, and now Myles will get his 3rd sack of the game. Just only the first one that he held on to, speaking of Jared Goff.
Well, we went full tang banger mode here with this defense as they came out and just wrecked shop, and a number of interceptions caused by pressure.
Here comes Clowney! Clowney with more points! Give him 2 more! He's got a full 14!
Why not?
Jadeveon Clowney. Oh, man, his 11th sack of the season is he broke 3 of Jonah Jackson, go Bucks, and gets into the end zone. He has now 2 scoop and scores and a safety. Clowney with 14 alone. He might beat the Lions all by himself. 63-0. Clowney deserves a max deal. Yeah, and the defense has like 5 turnovers and 3 touchdowns, I guess, if you want to be technical, or only 6 points. 20 points of their own. Back into 1 after that little pop pass across the middle. Give it to Chubb, left side, another hole, another first down to the 45, rather to the 50-yard line here. All right, we're at least getting ourselves into chew clock mode now. Oh, I'm sure, yeah, he covered the spread. No NFL games have 20-point spreads anymore. I guarantee you he covered the spread by himself. Chubb again in the backfield as we're already in chew clock mode here with 10.5 to go, and they're just going to keep giving him the rock. He's up to 185 yards now. It's about darn time. That would be fun, Kishan. I would sign up for that. Or, of course, I think if he was going to do that. Well, Brissett breaks the tackle and then fumbles it and gives it to Wyatt Teller, who can't advance it legally. 4th and 11. Weird play. I think if LeBron was going to do that, he would have done that when he was like 28 years old. I don't think at 37, 38 years old that he wants to get into the contact sport that is professional football. He's trying to play till his kid's in, man. His kid's about ready to commit to college. He's trying to play with his kid here in 2 years. All right, Goff with a 63-point deficit. Pressure coming from Miles again. Poor Penei Sewell. He's a good right tackle. He's like an 86 rating, and Miles is just absolutely massacring him for 4 sackles. That's right, the shot, the fumble, the helmet, the glitch. We will never forget, Kishan. Ever. It was 6 minutes of pure gold, pure internet gold. 2nd and 18, he'll throw it over the middle. And then a big shot there from Ronnie Harrison. That was Jamison Williams on the catch, sets up a 3rd and 9. Yeah, I think he's actually at 4 sacks now, Wendell. Goff, pressure, firing, left side, picked off! It's caught out of the air by JJ3, 20, 10, 5.
Why not?
26 points for the Browns defense. 4 touchdowns for the Browns defense.
Well,
unreal.
What's one more here is, just needed another one to really salt this. Is JJ3 is like, well, that was easy. Threw it right to him. I don't think he even saw him. JJ3 just kind of sitting underneath, really minding a zone that wasn't trying to be thrown to, but he happened to be right underneath the ball, the flight path of the ball, and so he's like, all right, well, easy play on the ball, and end zone's right there, and you got to be more careful. Again, you just can't give this defense those kind of opportunities.
70-0. That is a new sim record for us. I think a previous high, the Browns had, 64, 65 maybe. 70 points, and there's still 8 minutes left in the game. Look at that. 538 to 58 in total offense is absurd. This is like when Alabama brings in Alcorn A&M or something like that for the $1 million payday, a tune-up game before Georgia or whatever. This is embarrassing.
Powder Puffs Bowl style.
Yeah, the Powder Puffs. Oh, man. 2nd and 4. Goff sleeping on his $150 million guaranteed. Left side into traffic, and it's picked again. Greedy wants him some. He's going to go down. He's breaking tackles to the 45. And Greedy Williams with a pick now. Everybody wants a pick.
Wait, so what was our record and score here? Because this one's on track.
Well, you mean what was our record and score?
Our highest score game.
Oh, we've already beaten it. I think it was like 65.
Was it? I thought we had a 70.
No, I don't think we've been over 70. This is it.
Oh, well, here we go then. I mean, but how many turnovers do we have? Like at 9 now? 7.
7 turnovers. There it is. Right on cue. I gave it to you. 7 turnovers.
That's wild.
This is absolutely bananas.
Four of them going for defensive scores plus a safety.
I know. Fix this high school yearbook. Oh, man. Here comes Chubb. Nice little cut through the hole past the 40. He'll spin off Swift, and then Hutchinson gets him from behind. Let's get Chubb over 200. Let's get Chubb over the 200-yard mark. 3rd and 4. Brissett shuffling, dancing, and he'll throw it short to Chubb, who gets roped to the ground quickly. Again, there's that talented Texas A&M safety, Jalen Jones, and now a 4th and 5. And they're in Cade Yorkville. Another casual 55-yarder from the rookie. Can they continue to grow the lead? Ooh, this one looks woefully shanked. That didn't even hit the net. They made him yank that thing. It looked like me off the tee box last week. Just yoink! That thing was... Oh, it bounced off the post. That's what it was.
Yeah.
He hit the upright. Cade upright hit the upright. I missed it. Let's look at Stefanski maybe for the last time.
Oh, thank goodness.
As George previewed, he found somebody who had screen captured what he looks like in the new game, and he finally looks real.
Just thank God. It was so bad. Or is here in this. So bad.
5:25 to go. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy and Kit Nagy. I know this has been pretty wild and not super realistic, but we've enjoyed it because it has not been on our... It's been because of our team doing well that's been fun. So we appreciate you joining us, being with us. If you haven't yet had a chance to sub the channel, we would appreciate that as we continue to make our way towards 1,000 subscribers. But again, I'm doing this 2023 Sim Brown season. Essentially the exact same roster, but just with Brissett at quarterback. This would be the 10th game, so if they want to come out tomorrow and say it's 10, we'll put DW back in. We saw what we can do with DW, which was win the Super Bowl, which is what happened in our 2022 season, Sim. All right, is that for real, Wendell? Are you breaking news on the channel? I thought it had something to do with he's not in the union.
Yeah, it's because he's not in the coaches' union, and the deal for EA is with the coaches' union. It's the same as with the NFLPA. That's how they can use the likeness of names and likenesses of the players. Same thing for the coaches. And because Bill Belichick is not in the coaches' union, he's, I believe, the only NFL coach not in the coaches' union. They don't have the rights to use his name, image, and likeness.
No, I suppose maybe he could, waive that, I guess, and, barter his own deal. So we're another pressure and another sack from Clowney. He's got 2 now to go with his 2 scooping scores and his safety. He's playing a whale of a football game. 12 sacks on the season for him.
Yeah, we'll see, Kishin. I mean, certainly some optimism that they're at least trying to settle something, but... we'll see. Certainly seems to have taken a lot longer than you would think, it would need to if
for this
it was just going to
quote-unquote
be
expedited situation.
Yeah, for them to just go, hey, we know what we want. It's, what we've been saying all along. And they could have done that, a day in.
Yeah. Now, I know there's people talking about the fact that he leaked the fact that he would take 8 games and pay a heavy fine. That maybe they're really... they're just trying to give them as much possible time to settle, but it's like, come on, we need to know. Yep. And Seibert's going to do it. He's going to break the 0 off the scoreboard, 70-3. Good time to kick a field goal there, Dan Campbell. Really, really doing your job. But I don't know. I put on Twitter today, people are like, I can't believe it's taking so long. I was like, I can. Dude's a lawyer. Lawyers bill by the hour. He's taking as long as he can. Just suckling at the teat of the. I'm sure somebody's paying the bill and it ain't him.
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, NFL and NFL Players Association, here's what I'm going to say. That will be $1.3 million of my billable hours over the last month. I would. Oh, I know what I was going to say after day one, but I'm going to milk it for 3 weeks. The comeback is on. Diablo. Oh, that's funny. Kareem to the right side. Nice block by Chubb, who was somehow down the field. Kareem with a ho-hum, 42 yards.
I mean, you only need to score about a point a second, and then you might make it.
Kitchen, very possible. Very possible that Deshaun did them a favor by laying the framework for what he would be willing to settle with. They only need 9 touchdowns. 2nd and 2, they go the pop pass on the kind of that jet sweep look. No gain. Shoe clock mode in full effect now. Just 35 seconds left to go in the game. Mercifully, Detroit is not calling their timeouts at least.
Nay. No timeouts.
Oof, they snapped that thing with 1 second left. Chubb to the right side, past the 40. Give him his 200. He's got it right on the nose. Let's go.
Can we call this ball game over? I think it might be over.
I think we can. They're not going to run it again.
Is that safe? Is that safe?
5 seconds to go. The Browns. What a game. 70-3. There really isn't much else to say about it that hasn't been said. Their defense was incredible. Offense was great. Handed the ball off super well, which is lovely. Kit, wrap it up for us here.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's just defensive effort was all over the field with all kinds of scoring and turnovers. 7 of them, to be exact, 4 of which ended up in scores. 2 picks and 2 fumble recoveries, and then also the safety. So lots of scoring for the defense, and the offense did plenty of scoring too, and they looked very good and really took care of business, starting with the run game, establishing that early, and then not ever letting off the gas, if you will. So an excellent effort all around. Certainly, probably not one that you'll actually see happen in real life, but it certainly was fun to witness here in Sim.
26 for 35, 369 at 74%. 3 touchdowns, no turnovers today again for Brissett. That's back-to-back games without a turnover for him. Nick Chubb, 29 for 200 and a touchdown. 123 yards after contact today for him. 12 for 42 for Kareem. Again, we talked about 28 being the threshold of carries, and they got obviously well over that between the 2 of them in terms of that. A couple of guys with 7 catches, Amari Cooper and David Bell, both with 7. Each of those guys got in the end zone as well. The Chief, 6 for 93 for 83 for Donovan Peoples-Jones. Pacic gave up 2 sacks today up the gut. The leading tackler is going to be Myles Garrett, and again, 7 of them were tackles for loss. 4 of them were sacks. 2 sacks as well for Clowney, 1 for the big dog, Perrion Winfrey. Here's your 5 picks. Emerson's went to the house. JJ3's went to the house. Newsome, Williams, and Delpit also added interceptions. Forced fumbles, you had 3 from Miles, 1 from Perrion Winfrey. The 2 fumble recoveries for Jadeveon Clowney. And here is the absolute wild part. 4 defensive touchdowns here. Just wild. And then the safety to boot on the top of that. And poor Cade York missed a field goal today. Actually missed 2. He's 4 of 6. He missed a 60-yarder and a 56-yarder today. Let's see if we can get the highlight of that Chubb run. Yeah, shall we? For those of you who kind of popped on late.
That was fun.
Let's see if we can get that. It was real close.
Should be. I mean, it was the second score of the game.
There it is. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So here's the Nick Chubb run for you. Hide. I didn't even realize that he was going to score.
No, I was just talking
because he's like, there he is,
about to be tackled.
Just kidding. See ya. I'm out of here. Bye-bye. And then just nobody was going to catch him. Just bonkers. Eli Ricks tried to. Anyway, that was pretty sweet. All right. This was a fun one. Thanks for being on. Thanks for spending a little Monday evening with us. Appreciate everybody being on. If you'd like to hop on the Discord channel with us, that makes more and more fun. We had a lot of chatting today about various things, but also the game chats will be coming up, finding out in advance of when we sim and some other polls as well. So if you haven't had a chance to join us on the Discord, please use the link in the description of this video, any of our videos rather. And you can hop on Discord. It's free and easy to use if you've never used Discord. They were 4-6, so they haven't had their bye yet. And the Browns at 6-4, now heading into week 12 with the Bengals. Again, looking for some revenge after that week 1 kind of beatdown, actually. And Cincinnati is 7-3, and Pittsburgh is 7-4. So the Browns kind of sneaking right back into that playoff picture here. So appreciate everybody being on. Have a great rest of your day. We'll do some more. Wendell, it's just going to depend on my work meetings tomorrow. Maybe a lunchtime thing, maybe something in the evening. And actually, I've got like a rehearsal tomorrow, so maybe something Kit calls by himself too. So we'll see. We'll try to let you know, Wendell. Oh, good job. All right. See you, everybody. Have a great night. As always,
go